Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. Let me show you how I create this beautiful look. Let's go. Okay, I started by carving her brows and removing some small hairs around her mouth areas before I go ahead to clean her face with micellar water to make sure I have a clean canvas. Cleaning is the first thing I do. You can clean with baby wipe, but I'm using cotton pad to clean her face. While cleaning, I can clean as much as 2-3 times depending on how oil or dusty the person's face is. Even if you're coming out from bedroom, I'll still have to clean your face. So I take my time to clean the face very well. And I go ahead with hydrating to just get enough hydration I needed. So I have to use fan to dry her face. During skin prep, I don't joke with fan drying. It's very important. I don't rush it. No, I don't rush my skin prep process at all. So I'm moisturizing her face with the moisturizer. This is me going ahead with second moisturizer just to make sure I have this dewy finish, to make sure the face is well hydrated. Yes, that is essence of it. Not that you cannot use one moisturizer, you can, but I'm just using two moisturizer, and I use my hand to blend into the skin. So this third one, I just practically use it under the eyes alone, just to get the level of hydration I need for under the eyes. So I go ahead with primer. This is not a matte primer, is still an hydrating primer, but whichever primer you want to use, avoid under the eyes. So this is me using skin prep for the areas that bring out oil alone, except under the eyes. But I don't practically apply it all over the face. I just use that on the areas that bring out oil the most. So I go ahead to use Stop Shine Oil Control on her brows, T-zone, nose area. You can equally use it anywhere you want to, but except under the eyes, depending on what you want to achieve at the end of the makeup, and depending on how oily the person's face is. So I use setting spray to lock in the skin prep process to make sure everything lock into the skin. I go ahead with foundation. So I'm using a small brush to place it on her body, to place it on her face first before using my beauty blender to blend it. I love using beauty blender because it gives me a flawless finish, like it's stress-free, it's more easy to blend. I'm not saying you cannot use whatever you want that works for you, but this is what works for me. And why applying foundation? Don't apply foundation under the eyes, because you know you're going to contour the face, you're going to highlight the face. So to avoid packing excess product under the eyes that will make your makeup to break at some point. So look at under her eyes, there's no foundation there. So I go ahead with contouring. After placement, I'm taking my time to blend it very well. Blend it. Like I've always said in my videos, I take my time to blend. Like I blend. I can go over and over again until like I get the level of blending I wanted. Because if you don't blend very well, it's going to show at the end of that makeup. So I take my time to blend. So I go ahead to apply blush. I equally do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm going over with concealer. I think I was doing an experiment here. If not, tell me why I'll be packing this too much concealer on her face. I think I was trying to experiment something because this video was recorded 2023. So I go ahead to blend. Please don't use too much concealer. It's hard to blend, and at the end of the day, it's going to be too much. You'll be struggling to blend in. So I'm trying to blend it all. See, it was not easy blending this, so it was not easy at all. I know it looks easy on this video, but I'm telling you, it's not easy. Blending out this too many concealer was not easy. So I go ahead to tame the brow down with edge control. Then I use setting powder to set it to avoid bringing oil before I go ahead to outline it. I think okay, my recording stopped because I have set this face. I have set it, but that was off camera. So let's work on the brow. I'm using brow gel to outline the brows. Like I said, I outline and then I do strokes from the beginning of the brows. I do stroke. I don't shade in. If you want to achieve a natural brow look, you have to stroke in, especially from the beginning part of the brows. Please, if you want to achieve a lasting brow, please make sure you prep the brow before working on it. Maybe you do your brows before makeup, or you at some point when you're doing skin prep, you're not even mindful of the brow area. It will affect the brows later. So while you are doing your skin prep, or while you want to apply makeup, do your brows before the full makeup, make sure you prep the eyebrow part section very well before doing anything. So this is me outlining the brows with Dewey's pencil. In shade 3, not black. I don't use black, or a dark shade. The top part of the brows, I don't shade it. I don't stroke it. I shade it because I want it to come out a little bit dark, unlike the beginning part of the brows. So I go ahead with concealing. A concealer shade that 2-step lighter than her foundation shade, not too bright, and I'm being light-handed to avoid packing too many products at this process. So I'm taking my time and being mindful. Whenever I want to conceal my brows, I start from the brow bone. Yes, I start from the brow bone. It has been working perfectly for me. While concealing brows, I use three shades. Light shade for the brow bone, a bit dark shade for the beginning of the brow, and then perfect foundation shade for the upper part of the brows. Reason is because the brow bone is the only place that is popping, like you say it. Then the beginning part of the brows joins to your contour, the nose contour, and then the upper part of the brows is just like your normal face. So I use the same foundation shade to have a seamless finish and easy blending. And don't put too much foundation at this process to avoid ruining the job you've been doing all time. So I'm taking my time to conceal the brow very well. Okay, I go ahead with Cosmetics liquid highlighter. I love that highlighter so much. I love it. So at this point, my setting spray that I don't joke with, I'm using it all over the face to calm down the powdery effects. Yes, to calm down the powdery effects, and then I use fan to fan dry it. This eyeshadow, I'm going to make a separate video how I achieve this eyeshadow look in another video. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notification button so you'll be able to see my posts whenever I make a post. So I go ahead with Nuban highlighter. You see the glow on our face. This is me fixing her false lashes, and then we'll go over to the lip. I'm using a dark shade from Bisham Edgeless palette. Since I bought this palette, it became my fave. Yeah, I'm outlining her lip. I go in with pink shade from that palette. And I go over with a color that looks like orange. I blend very well and ask her to smack her lip. So I go in again with the lightest shade of pink that looks like it's white, but it's not white. It's pink. So this is me applying lip gloss on the outer part of the lip. So I go in again with V Beauty lip gloss, the game changer. I ask her to smack her lip. So I go again with setting spray, but I think the powdery effect is still a kind of not calm enough. So I use fan to dry her face. And this is the end of this makeup. Thank you for watching.